Okay, please write at the top of your page the word adverbs. Almost all words have a part of speech. Which part of speech a word has depends on how much it is used in a sentence. So there are 8 parts of speech, and here they are: nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, conjunctions, prepositions, pronouns, and interjections. Today we're going to focus on adverbs. So what is an adverb? An adverb is a word or phrase that is used to modify a verb or adjective. For an example, the rabbit jumped quickly. How did the rabbit jump? The rabbit jumped quickly. So what the adverb does is it tells us about the verb. So it adds to the verb. An adverb adds to the verb. Get it? So the verb is jumped, quickly was added. Okay, let's look at the next example. Albert Einstein was very smart. He was what? Was very. Very is the adverb. So whenever the adverb ends in ly, it's easy to tell it's the adverb. But like very or just, they're a little bit trickier. Oh my goodness, I can't talk, sorry. Okay, so let's look at the next example. It started to rain just after the clouds appeared. So when did it start to rain? It rained just after the clouds. So what is telling us when? What tells us about the raining? The word just tells us about raining because it tells us it just started. Now usually in the next one, it's going to be pretty easy because it has the ly. Jonas usually does his homework. So you could take out the word usually and you could just say Jonas does his homework. But we want to tell you more about does. Does is the verb. So when does he? Usually. So usually tells you more about does. So the adverb always adds to the verb. Now let's look at this next one. The fire spread rapidly. So please write this down on your paper. Number 1. What spread? Spread is the verb. So how did it spread? Rapidly. So right there, you're going to want to write down rapidly because that is your answer to number 1. That's the first adverb. Let's see. Now, I'll tell you what. If you write these adverbs down, you don't have to do that part there. We'll just do this part. Okay, number 2. Astronauts are really cool. How cool are they? Really cool. Number 3. He did rather well. How well? Rather well. Number 4. He told us to talk quietly. Talk how? Talk quietly. Number 5. We swam right before the storm. When did we swim? You could use before. I might even be wrong on this one as the teacher. I mean, you could do right before and count that as one word. Then you would definitely be right. When did we swim? Right before we swam. The old man drank the juice slowly. How did he drink the juice? He drank the juice slowly. Let me make this a little bigger for you. Number 7. It is exactly 3 o'clock in the afternoon. What is it? It's exactly. The cat quickly pounced. How did the cat pounce? Quickly. Does this highlighter work? Oh, wow, it does. Let me go back and help catch up here. Just kind of helping you get some stuff done. Okay, we walked happily. How did we walk? We walked happily. Jenna is always. How often is? Always. Will you please just leave me alone? When would you like me to leave you alone? Just leave me alone right now. The race car is. The race car is what? It is extremely. And the ly helps out on that one. Look, here's another ly. Why? He seldom did poorly. Poorly tells you how he did. And did is the verb. Blue is. What is blue is? Is the verb. Definitely is. Tells you a little bit more about that word is. He carried the bowl of soup very carefully. What tells you about how that soup was carried? It was carried very carefully. It is getting how late? When are we leaving? Number 17. I am never leaving. Leaving when? Leaving never. Never tells you about leaving. But also people could say am is the verb. I am is a sentence. So that's actually a really tricky sentence, but we'll get into that another time. When will we finally be done? Who will? We will. We will what? We will finally. Okay, so now you should have wrote down 18 words, and these words are all adverbs. And if you look at the adverbs, you'll see most of them ended in ly. So that kind of gives you a hint there. Okay, please, if you need to, pause the video and finish writing down your adverbs. When you get your adverbs finished, please take a picture of this and send it to me. Thank you. Have a great night.